This video is going to tell you about the class jobs. So in the art classroom, one of your grades that you get every week is your community contribution grade. That is your grade for how you enter the classroom and get started. So do you come in, put your stuff away, sit in your assigned seat. It's also how well you collaborate with others during class. So are you working with your table members? Are you following directions? If you're asked to move, the teacher asks you to move, or are you, if you're doing a project together, are you working with your teammates? And the last part, and one of the things, maybe the most important part for the community contribution grade, is the cleanup. So there are different class jobs that you can do. So when cleanup is called, you are responsible for cleaning up your own area, whatever you got out, putting everything away, but you also have a class job, and here they are. The first class job is overlord. This is kind of like the boss of cleanup. There might be two overlords, but this person is going around with a checklist, making sure everyone is cleaning up their own space and doing their class job. And I look at my own checklist and the overlord's checklist when I figure out your community contribution grade for the week. Door security guard. This person makes sure that if anybody's coming in our classroom, they're supposed to be in our classroom. Usually I keep it locked, but they'll open the door if someone went to the bathroom and needs to come back in. And they also have a key for the cabinets. If there's something that someone needs to get out, they can get permission from me, and that they can watch that person get the thing out of their bag so that stays protected. Attendance master takes attendance. Sink dictator makes sure that people are cleaning up the sink, and if we don't know who left the mess, that sink dictator then makes sure that the sink remains clean at the end of class. Tools captain. We're next week going to have a bunch of tools that are set out, color pencils, drawing materials. That person makes sure that all those materials get put back and are put back correctly. Hospitality host. If we ever play music, they're in charge of getting the music set up, and they're also in charge of answering the phone. Printer pirate. This person monitors the printer. If people need to print something for a project, I show them how to do it, and they come to the computer and print. And they're in charge of making sure the printer stays clean. Other jobs, these are sort of like the executive jobs. Other jobs are floor monitor, making sure there's nothing on the floor when we leave class. Pencils, sharpening pencils and collecting them. Making sure the counter up here, this counter, not behind my desk, but over here, everything is clean on the counter and the books are put away in the bookshelf. Paint shelf is over there. We'll know more about later when we start painting by the sink. Making sure everything is clean there. Headphones, making sure people have turned in their headphones. And folders, making sure your learning guides and your folders are back in the correct spot, maybe in order if you have time, and then put away. So what you need to do now is read over this, think about what you would like to do for your class job, and I want you to write it here. What class job are you interested in? You might want to put your first, second, and third choice. For the things like overlord and attendance and things like that, if there are a lot of people who want to do that, then we might have to have an election, and we can do that tomorrow. But right now, I just want you to put what your choices are, and we will figure out the announcements will be made about what your class jobs are tomorrow.